Want to fire, bossman? Bush asked. Not yet, Michio said. Watch that drive. If they try to burn out of here, then. They try to burn on that busted cone, we can save the ammunition, Bush said, derision in her voice. There's people counting on that cargo. Savvy me, Bush said. Then a moment later, they're still cold. The radio clicked, spat. On the other ship, someone was shouting, but not at her. Then there was another voice, then several, each trying to cut above the others. The report of a gun rang out. The sound of the attack pressed thin and non-threatening by the radio. A new voice came. Connet, you there? Still here, Michio said. To whom am I speaking, please? Name's Sergio Plant, the voice said. Acting captain of the Hornblower. I'm offering up our surrender. Just no one gets hurt, okay? Evans grinned their triumph and relief. Bessie to hear from you, Captain Plant, Michio said. I accept your terms. Please prepare for boarding. She killed the connection. History, Michio believed, was a long series of surprises that seemed inevitable in retrospect. And what was true of nations and planets and vast corporate state complexes also applied to the smaller fates of men and women. As above, so below. As the OPA and Earth and the Martian Congressional Republic, so with Oksana Bush and Evans Garner Choi and Michio Pa. For that matter, so with all the other souls who lived and worked on the Connet and her sister ships. It was only because she sat where she did, commanded as she did, and carried the weight of keeping the men and women of her crew safe and well and on the right side of history, that the smaller personal histories of the Connet's crew seemed to have more significance. For her, the first surprise in the many that had brought her here was becoming part of the military arm of the Belt at all. As a young woman, she'd expected to be a systems engineer or an administrator on one of the big stations. If she'd loved mathematics more than she did, it might have happened. She'd put herself through upper university because she thought she was supposed to, and failed because it had been a horrible fit. When the counselors sent her the message that she was being disenrolled, it had been a shock. Looking back, it was obvious. The clarifying lens of history. She'd fit better with the OPA, or at least the arm of it she'd joined. Within the first month, it became clear that the Outer Planets Alliance was less the unified bureaucracy of the Revolution than a kind of franchise title adopted by the people of the Belt who thought that something like it should exist. The Voltaire Collective considered itself OPA, but so did Fred Johnson's group based on Tycho Station. Anderson Dawes acted as governor of Ceres under the Split Circle, and Zig Ochoa opposed him under the same symbol. For years, Michio had styled herself as a woman with a military career, but with an awareness in the back of her mind that her chain of command was a fragile thing. There was a time it had made her reflexively protective of authority. Her authority over her subordinates and the authority of her superiors over her. It was what put her in the Exo's chair of the behemoth. What put her in the slow zone when humanity first passed through the gate and into the hub of the 1300 world empire to which they were heir. It was what had gotten her lover, Sam Rosenberg, killed. After that, her faith in command structures had become a little less absolute. Once again, obvious in retrospect. As to the second surprise, she couldn't have said exactly what it was. Falling into a collective marriage, or her recruitment by Marco Inaros, or taking possession of her new ship and its revolutionary mission with the Free Navy. Lives had more turning points than seams of ore, and not every change was obvious, even looking back. Boarding teams